You know, I didn't use the capture card. I don't know if there would have been any audio issues. There we go. So I don't know if this video plays only when you launch the game or when you start. Yeah, nope. There's no staticky noise, I hope. I was wondering because I was like moving cables around and stuff in the on the capture card, and I was like, maybe the capture card wouldn't like that. I actually really like this intro. So basically, this is like a sci-fi. Resident Evil's the easiest way to explain it, but this came out like a year before Resident Evil. So it's a lot more like point-and-click adventure games and Alone in the Dark. So there's a lot of situations where you can kill yourself from making bad decisions outside of just getting killed by like a zombie or something. And so essentially this plot is this guy's been doing like human DNA experiments. And he has like 3 girls that are essentially his daughters. And so he gets arrested here. And then they take in the 3 girls and make them Team Innocent. 3 little, one's got tentacles, one's got a 3rd eye. And I forget what's wrong with Saki, the middle girl. Oh. And then the PCFX is a system of full motion video, so these anime cutscenes and stuff were kind of what sold the system in a lot of ways. I really like the music for this game. But yeah, they're space people. And this is pretty, I think pretty standard for 1996. Maybe, I think is when this came out. I don't have the box here with me, unfortunately. But yeah, so I think you get the idea. We'll skip ahead of that and start Team Innocent, The Point of No Return is the full name. So I've actually played through the entirety of this game in the past already. I tried a save file yesterday to do some stuff, but I'll go ahead and kill it real quick because there's nothing on it for the most part. And I'll load the no-use save file. And so there's actually only 3 missions in this game, and this is kind of maybe indicative of its like age. Each mission has a score associated with it. And so kind of the idea is that you'd play these missions over and over again and get a higher score by viewing more cutscenes, doing things like the shower scene with the shampoo thing that would increase your score, and eventually you could cap out the score if you did it well enough. And I don't believe there's a way to skip this, so we're gonna have to sit through this man talk. Yeah, no use. I think if you have a save file, you can go ahead and skip all this stuff. And then yeah, launch into space. And I think a lot of PCFX games relied on voice because it's strange. It's almost like if if the CD format kept being like being used the same way it was during the Sega CD era, or the you know, CDI and 3DO. It almost feels like an extension of that in a lot of ways, but for a Japanese audience. I guess the PC Engine had its own disk drive, or attachable disk drive as well. And one thing I didn't think about, so there's Blue Breaker Burst on the PS1, and one of the things I really like about Blue Breaker Burst is the character portraits like actually animate. So like the character, if they're gonna like grab the back of their head, they don't just like phase into another portrait. They like will actually animate into that. And then how they go to another portrait is they reset to their default position, so they animate back and then animate to the next position. And I had forgotten this game has actual like animation on the portrait as well, but it's not Blue Breaker Burst is like hand-drawn art, where this is more like closer to what you would see on a 16-bit system. You know, pixelated character portraits. I think each mission has like 3 main objectives as well. I don't remember what any of them are. Yeah, I mean, this is the PCFX is a system all about doing, and just for the people in the chat, like he was saying how much he liked in the Twitch chat, how much he liked how detailed the characters, how detailed the game is as a whole. And the PCFX is really a system built to do 2D graphics. So you get a lot of pretty good 2D art. There's a lot of games with good sprite art on the PCFX, because you know the PS, maybe not so much the PS1. I haven't really played enough Saturn games to say how that would compare to like this, because the Saturn was originally like a 2D system, and it kind of was Frankenstein into a 3D system. I feel like I'm getting in territory that I can't talk about, but compared to like a Nintendo 64 or like a PS1, 2D graphics and full motion video specifically was kind of the biggest thing in this game. I will say that this game is very easy in a lot of ways. I think it's a double tap to run, yeah. So it's actually strange, like unlike Resident Evil or like Alone in the Dark, it's actually pre-rendered backgrounds and then also 2D sprites for the character portrait or character movement. And kind of like I was saying with old adventure games, you could come over here, and I'm not going to do it because I'm not sure if it's... Can I save? Let me see if I can save real quick. Okay, I'm gonna save real quick. And then we're gonna go and press this panel here. And we're gonna say yes. And this is the gate control. We're just gonna open the gate control. And oh no. You threw yourself into outer space and you're dead. And so there's like parts like that around in this game. There's not that many. But they're there. I might show you another one later that I know about. So the perspective's a little weird, but I think it mostly works. Sometimes like the sprite scaling doesn't quite match up with what it probably should be for some environments. Like that, you kind of like walk into this door here, which doesn't really look right. When I was playing this originally on an emulator, oh no, spooky red thing. When I was playing this originally on an emulator, the layering wasn't right here. So like you see how the bar, oh, I forgot you can like jump backwards. You see how like the bar is cutting through her. I was actually seeing her in front of the bar. But yeah, I can jump backwards to dodge. It's kind of hard to tell, but go back down the stairs. And so it's like a lot of Resident Evil style games. I was trying to think the other day, like other games that came out between Alone in the Dark and Resident Evil that were in this style. I think Overblood might be one. It's kind of interesting because like they have multiple elevator sequences and they render them all from different angles, and then like the character sprite that's in that scene where it's like showing her from overhead is unique, and they actually draw like different angles for the character sprites, and I really have no idea why they would do that. Other than maybe they just did it and then didn't think about it. One issue with this game, though, is that like to look at something, you have to press the examine button, and when you do that, she puts her finger out, and that's an animation you can't break out of. So you just have to sit there, and if you want to look at something, you have to take the animation, whether there's something there or not. So like when I hit the door, she does the animation, but if there was nothing in the door, then the animation would happen, but then that would happen. I'm pretty sure there's something in here, though. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's like a bunch of kanji, and I can't read whatever that is. Your communist pig comment got like censored for some reason. That's weird. I guess communist is negative. Well, I guess it is a negative term in terms of at least from an American perspective, communism's a negative term. Maybe the term specifically communist pig. I don't know. Yeah, I forget what they are. I think so. There's not that many enemies in this game. All right, I think that was. I feel like there might be something else in there, but we're not playing this game to completion, so who really cares? So like right there, I couldn't really see the door because where my character was. I forgot what I was talking about again. Great. Oh, the enemies types. So yeah, there's not a ton of enemy types in this game. It's just kind of this red thing. We're going to see another one right here. He's going to be up there. And I've checked this room like completely over and over again and can never seem to find him in here. He just kind of goes away. And I think there's nothing to actually do in here anymore once that happens. Oh, try to get around that wall there. And I think this is the right way, yeah. But there's those little red guys, and then there's like zombies later. But nothing's really a threat other than there's also these like little drones in the last level that will shoot you, and the bullets have no visual representation. When I save, you know, that's when I know I'm going to kill myself. Oh, can I not save right now? I think it let me just continue back to where I was, so I might just go ahead and kill myself anyways. So it's like some of the stuff is not very clear that there's something here. So I think, if I remember correctly, there's a gun here. Nope. There's a gun somewhere here, and there it is. So I got the gun. So there's actually like a handful of different attacks you get. You start default kicking. You can actually switch over to a punch as well. But you have to switch to it. Even though this is a 6-button controller, you have to switch specifically to punch. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Good thing I'm terrible at navigating menus in all of these games. And then we have a couple of guns. And then we have a shoot action. So anyways, I'm going to try to go up this elevator.
エレベーターの中に生命反応。人間じゃないわ。
And then, oh no! And then let's see if I kill myself here. Okay, I killed him with the gun. So I think maybe this gun won't do it. So I think you can shoot the windows out here and kill yourself. Let me see. Maybe it's this gun. Nope, I don't know. I just wasted all my ammo for it though. I thought there was like you could shoot the windows through, but too bad. I guess not. Maybe you find the gun later and you can come back and do it. But yeah, you just break. Pretty much the same thing happens. You break the glass and then you die in space again. Oh, there's a jump. I don't have access to that right now. But I personally really like the punch. It's got a nice pullback to it, and it seems to hit enemies pretty well. So, oops, I'm stuck. Okay. And I don't remember how long this game is, to be honest with you. I also don't remember what floor I was on. I think I was on basement 1. Wait, is this where you find the gun? Aha! I'm gonna go kill myself. Yeah, so. Oh, maybe not. Thankfully, ammo is not really a big thing in this game. Well, I'm pretty sure at some point you can break that window somehow. I just don't remember how. It's funny because towards the end of the game you actually play as another character at one point, and it's the girl with like the green tentacle back, and they don't really how they give you another character is they just palette swap this girl, and this girl looks nothing like the other character. So it's just like a green version of this girl that you're supposed to be playing as the completely different girl. I think this is the shower over here, but I don't have any shampoo. Oh, no, this is just a urinal. This is the men's bathroom. And I think maybe the biggest thing with this game is that there's no like visual indicators of where items are, so you just gotta kind of use your gut with the backgrounds and hop back a bit. Like, who knows? Maybe there's something in this grass over here. I really don't know. And it may be at different parts of the grass, but who knows? There's probably not, so we're just going to run right past it. So this is where that other guy was earlier. I actually want to take my gun off because it's empty. Oops. Let's extract a punch. I believe, yeah, here we go. And then like any good game like this, you have a computer system. And I don't have the blue key. So you know what that means? I had to go all around the environment and try to get the blue key. And then you also get like discs and stuff that play videos. And it's just like usually characters in there talking and stuff. And it gives you some more backstory. I actually kind of like where the story goes in this game. It's essentially a daddy issues game. Your dad's kind of a jerk. For some reason, I couldn't really figure out why, because it's in Japanese, but he is essentially, as far as I can tell, has escaped jail and is like a terrorist now, and you have to try to stop him. And I actually really like the final battle spoilers where they're like screaming at each other. It's a good thing. I doubt any of you guys will play this, so I probably shouldn't have said that anyways, but that's too late. I feel like there's a little robot in here that's just like standing around, or maybe he shows up later. I remember there's like a very, let me see. So like moments like this, like you gotta hit the door on, or the button on the side, and I need an ITS card. I also like that the last level is like on a timer, and it's actually very forgiving. But it does create like a level of pressure. Okay, that item's kind of easy to see. Kuristaru key. So it's a crystal key, but that's not a blue key. I'm just so bad at even my hiragana and katakana now. It's Muikoro? Micro? Maybe it's like a microchip? Oh, yeah. So this part of the game, you have to blow this thing up at some point. And I needed to use a guide because I had no idea what I was doing. There is actually a full guide of this game online, which is nice. I wonder if I can find the zombie. I feel like I'm kind of close to it. I remember it being in this general area. Oh, here's the bathroom. I don't have any shampoo, though. Is there shampoo in the same room? There we go. Oh, yeah. Maybe that's not shampoo. That said RF something. There we go. Shampoo. It's going to be too hot for Twitch. I got to kill the stream now. There we go. We're going to... Maybe it's this one? Oh, you know what? Maybe I have to do shoot the shampoo? Oh no. I don't know how to do this. Oh no. I don't want to waste the shampoo. I never did this before, so I actually don't know how it works. I ended up seeing it in a video after. Well, maybe that's just a tease for when you're ready to play Team Innocent. You can play the shampoo bath time if you can figure it out. I'm going to shoot that shampoo one more time, but in this stall instead. Shoot my shampoo all over the wall. All right? We'll just get back at it. Oh! All right! Washing machine. We'll at least find the zombie before I stop. And then we'll end this. I don't remember the music ending at this part of the game. I wonder if that is intentional or if maybe it's because of the zombie actually. Build up the is this where I came from? Oh. Let's see where this takes us. Okay, there's the music back again. Oh no! I shot shampoo at him. Punching is pretty effective on pretty much every enemy in this game. It's hard to take damage. You just keep doing this, and then they die. Is that a door here? Doesn't look like it. There's like a paper or something on that desk. There we go. Heap. Okay, there's the blue key. Blue key is set. And there's the guy that we were looking for. Unfortunately, I don't think we can skip this either. So I think this might be... I'm not sure how long this was. Let me see, what time is it? 9:06? We can go a little bit longer trying to... I'm not playing super long, but... If you can look up how to do the bath, I will gladly go back and do the bath. But I'm not going to look up how to get in the bath right now. I think there's an entire playthrough of Team Innocent on YouTube, so... it's not very good quality. I think it's like ran through a VHS player and recorded on a VHS, then like transferred to the computer. So I'm actually gonna... I plan to make a video about this game. So I think in the near future I'm gonna just sit down and use a guide to just kind of go through and get the footage of this game. I've already done the work of blindly going through this using what limited knowledge of Japanese I have to identify the orange key and the blue key. I tried to squeeze the soup on that pig. Oh. There's actually like a mode settings on this controller, and I don't know what they do. It says mode 1 and mode 2. I thought maybe it would be like a rapid fire, but it doesn't seem to actually do anything. Please. Please stop telling me numbers. I think this might be required to get the zombie to come out, but It's not like the zombie's anything exciting. The fight is pretty much the same as hitting the little pig. Just punching it to death. They move slower even. Okay.
クロノス。私たちが駆り出されたわけがこれね。
シグルスのおじさんもなかなかやるね。
でも、なぜ？
The last mission of this game actually has a lot of anime cutscenes too.
クロノスの作った忌まわしき遺伝子の産物を。
I think this first mission, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on story-wise. There's this guy that you're looking into. I assume he's already dead. I don't think you ever save him. Or maybe it's a mission requirement I never got. Okay, let me get out of here. How do I get out of this screen? Take blue key. Bye-bye. I'm just going to head back in here real quick. Okay. I am desperate to see this zombie. I'm just trying to remember like what the scene looked like. Pretty sure you're like pretty sure you're facing away from the door, but I don't believe it's this room. I got whatever that is. If you want to give like one big criticism of this game outside of just not really being particularly challenging or anything, okay, well, we ended up back out here, so I think that's gonna do it. The one particular criticism of the game I was gonna say was I forgot what it was. So I guess it's not that big of a criticism if I can't remember what it was. Gonna back dance. Back dance, that's all you need. That's it. Thanks you guys for coming. Hopefully the Team Innocent part wasn't too bad. I felt like it was a little slow. But I do like this game a lot. Maybe it's just a bad stream game. Or one that's bad to not like really be like if you're not going to be invested and you're just trying to show something off. It's not very gameplay heavy. It's a lot of poking around, watching stuff, listening to the voice acting and cutscenes, but yeah. It's actually not that expensive. There are a lot of PC effects games that are expensive, but Team Innocent I think was one of the more well-published ones. It's by Hudson Soft. So yeah. Moonwalking similar, yep. Alright. I think that's going to do it for this week. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for coming. I'm surprised how many people came this time, so I appreciate it. You guys have a good time. Bye. Just sit in the corner over here. Think about what I've done with my life.